Music is getting more stale and more tame, creepy behavior at the lube shop, crappy cameos, Elon's entitled brood, and so much more when you support The Habit at patreon.com/dosabuckley. These kids today, they don't want to drive. Why? Don't they want freedom? The chance to have some privacy on a date to get a really bad tugger in the back seat of my dad's station wagon like I had when I turned 16? It's 'cause of TikTok and Uber. I usually like to make fun of posts like this, but fewer and fewer teens are getting their licenses, and parents want to know why, according to CNN. It pointed to studies that said nearly half of teens are delaying getting their license by 2 or more years, and that even 10 years ago, the number had dropped to only 72% of high school seniors having a driver's license. Another study done in 2023 shows that number has dropped to nearly 60% among urban or suburban teens. And this is concerning to parents and considered a bad thing for society, especially when coupled with things like, say, 30% of people still living at home in their mid to late 20s versus 11% in the 80s. Because they're like, fuck, I'm never getting rid of these kids. But maybe these kids not having a license is a good thing, when you also see stats like 57% of teens and 41% of adults want to be content creators for a living. And then when you find out that people like ExtraEmily exist. I've talked about this exceptionally annoying woman before. Here's her getting kicked out of a Nando's in the UK.
Oh, so sire, I'm visiting from America and I've never had Nando's before and I've heard some great things, like to get the medium quarter pound or something. And I wanted to, document my amazing experience here at Nando's.
Yeah, but be quiet. This is restaurant.
28-year-old woman, speaking of age-regressed people, but she's perhaps best known for the fact that she's been suspended from Twitch 3 times for streaming while driving and doing something dangerous, going back to 2023. We begin with this clip from October of 2023, where she's driving at night with her phone in her hands, barely paying attention to the road. In fact, this is her biggest concern.
No, my Duolingo streak ends! Okay, in 3 hours I have to fix it.
Her phone alerted her that her Duolingo streak was going to end.
Where am I?
She has no fucking idea where she's even going, not paying attention at all, just aiming the car and moving forward. This next one I covered previously, but for those of you who don't remember, didn't watch it, or just would like to see it again, here's Emily blowing through a red light in 2025.
Okay, keep going. Okay, I'm stopping. Okay, we're good. Okay, no problem. That happens all the time. In Austin, like, the stoplights here are really long.
Yeah.
Hi, so Emily. Usually I just go past.
I just run red lights all the time, admits Emily straight down the barrel of the camera, still not looking at the road, which we'll get to in a moment. Again, they put her in a little timeout for only a day this time. Which brings us to about a week or 2 ago. Timely content for your old pal Buckley, so I'm not wet penguins or whoever, where she's back behind the wheel doing no favors for the stereotype.
Oh, sorry. My bad. That was my bad. I gotta check my my oopsies. It's fine. We are making it. Good thing they did their horn.
Good thing they did their horn? Yes, because it would have been their fault if you sideswiped them. And even when she just about ran someone off the road, she still has to talk like a baby. They did their horn. People have tried to convince me for a year now that this is a character. No, this is an age-regressed 28-year-old with the mind of a 13-year-old. This isn't a character. This is her. You can't convince me otherwise. But anyway, surely 3 strikes and you're out, right? I mean, these are just the things she's been suspended for. Never mind, say, the time she launched her car off a speed bump because she wasn't paying attention because she was streaming while playing loud music and having 3 other fucking idiots in the car with her, doing her own budget version of James Corden's carpool karaoke. Which, by the way, you know he doesn't actually drive when he does that, right? It's filmed the exact same way they film driving in sitcoms. The car was on a trailer and is safely towed by someone else driving who isn't being distracted by BTS singing Cardi B songs. Anyway, no. She was once again suspended for a day. Why? Well, this is all alleged, but I believe it's because Dan Clancy, CEO of Twitch, who looks like he's been searching for his lost shaker assault, parrot-head-looking motherfucker, protects her. There's pictures of them together, he's been on her streams, they did a cute little I became CEO for a day video after running the red light. I suspect that when this started trending, he had to put down his Emily mouth-shaped fleshlight to call her up after this incident to tell her to make an apology video.
Emily, honey, you gotta say sorry, 'cause I don't want to have to ban you, okay, sweetie?
Now, where was I? Because, a day or two after the ban, she posts this nonsense. Yeah, be sure to make a heart with your arms first before telling everyone you did an oopsie.
If you don't know, I was suspended 2 days ago for distracted driving, and I clearly understand why I was suspended because it's very dangerous, and I want to learn from my mistake and do better in the future. So from now on, I'm going to try to minimize the amount of driving that I'm doing on stream, and if I do drive on stream, I'm definitely gonna have the chat off. I won't be driving on stream for like at least a few weeks. Who knows when I come back to Austin, but even if I do drive, I'm gonna take steps to make sure I improve, which is like closing off chat or putting maybe the camera somewhere else.
I'll just do it less. Stop entirely. It's not necessary. My hot take is that all streaming while driving is distracted driving. Your mind isn't on the road, it's on the performance, the show. It should all be banned. I don't care where you put the camera. Put it on the passenger seat. Get someone else to hold it for you. Shove it up your ass. Doesn't matter. In 2024, over 3,200 people were killed in the US due to distracted driving, and 315,000 were injured, which in the US means thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars in hospital bills. But, tee-hee, I'm just a funny girl who talks like this, and I put question marks at the end of sentences that don't need them? Well, I pretend that I'm hyperventilating? I can't tell you that I wish she was one of these statistics, because that would be a bannable offense. But I could record this dose while driving, at least on Twitch. Or maybe I couldn't, because Danny doesn't want to butter his breadstick to me. Another streamer, Asian Andy, claims he's been banned for 9 years for the offense of eating chicken nuggets while driving. I can't find the clip, so I don't know if there's more to it than that. But if that's all it was, 9-year ban for him, but Emily stays. Guess the rules of Twitch are the same as the rules of the road. Ass, grass, or cash. And Emily definitely provides one of those things. No, the cash. In a stream after this, she's keeping to her word, streaming from the back of an Uber instead. She's got over 7,000 paid subscriptions. That'd be at a minimum $42,000 a month. She seems to fluctuate right now between 5,000 and 8,000 subscribers. So let's say 6,500 on average. $39,000 a month. $468,000 a year. You think Twitch is going to lose out on their cut of the money for a few measly potential vehicular homicides? Come on now. Showing that Dan isn't playing favorites with women, or he's got a certain fetish, Caseytron seems to be banned for distracted and possibly inebriated driving. As I write this, the ban is still in effect. It's been over a week. Guess he doesn't have a fart fetish. But the fact that she only has 170 subs, well, that's only like $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year. Dan wipes his dick with $1,000 bills after he's done beating it to Emily's streams.
Allegedly.
And the cherry on top, she got pulled over a couple days later because her vehicle registration has been out of date for 2 years. Technically, she's been driving illegally since 2024. Every stream she's done in the last 2 years breaks Twitch's terms of service that says any content featuring illegal activity, even if it's just local laws, is prohibited.
Unless you're Dan's special little girl.
Sometimes I can be like a role model for people, right? And I don't want to be a role model for the wrong things.
Yes, sadly, again, over half of teens want to make a living as content creators. And by not banning her, what Dan Clancy is saying is, oh yeah, it's okay to stream while driving. Do it all you want. And the first death or serious injury committed by a streamer, that blood will be on your hands, Dan. You gonna wear that stupid fucking hat to the victim's funeral? God, I'd love to take a shit in that thing. So yeah, don't be sad that dumb fuck teenagers aren't getting their licenses. Last thing the world needs is more of these mouth breathers on the roads.
Oopsies!
Whoopsie doodles. Just about ended someone's life for content. It's okay. Uncle Dan would get me off. Oh, and he'd help me with my legal problems too.